What's up, Bernie Army? This is BryceAllen13 here once again, bringing to another reaction video. And this one is Let's Talk Wild Rescuers book review. And this is another episode of Let's Talk, and looks like another book. So we're going to react to Let's Talk Wild Rescuers book review in 3, 2, 1, start.
Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome
Hello,
to
Stampy.
Let's Talk video. Today I'm going to be doing a book review. This is going to actually be the second book
And
I'm going
Alex!
to be doing on the channel.
Yes.
It wasn't something that I expected I'd end up doing, but hey, that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is going to be a review of Wild Rescuers Guardians of the Tiger. And the reason I'm reviewing this
That sounds like a fun book.
is actually written by Stacey Play. So,
Stacey!
I'm going to be trying to do
Nice!
unbiased a review as possible, but of course if you don't know, Stacey is my friend, and whenever you're reading a book and you know who the author is, especially if it's your friend, then you can't help but sort of reading it, read it in their voice and kind of picture them, I guess, when you're reading it. So I'm going to be as unbiased as I can be, but just to be honest, at the beginning I do know the author of the book. So I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm of course going to talk about...
I'm not sure if Stacey is uploading anymore.
I do like a brief...
I haven't checked her channel.
Of, like the entire story. Of course, no major plot points or the ending or anything. Kind of just more about the setting and what the story is about. But of course, if you want to know literally nothing about the book and just read it, then don't watch or read any reviews. Just read the book. There is also an audio book version available, which is actually written by Stacey herself, which is really funny because she was telling me how it's strange because she is the lead character in the book. So she's reading it and she's saying, Stacey picked up a book and Stacey walked out of the cave, and she's kind of reading about herself
Like
in third person.
Yeah, I was say third person.
For her, but I listened to the preview of the audiobook version and it sounds great. So if you don't like to read, you'd rather just listen to it or listen to Stacey reading it to you, then that version is available for you as well. So
Nice.
what's the book about? So it's loosely based on Dogcraft, and Dogcraft is a series that Stacey has been doing for a very long time. Basically, I think since I've known her inside of Minecraft. I am familiar with Dogcraft. I have seen episodes. I understand
Dogcraft?
what Dogcraft is, but I'm not watching every single episode. So my opinion on the book is based from someone that has a small understanding, but isn't understanding every single reference to the series, and is going into all of the characters, mainly the wolves, not knowing their characters already, which I think is a good place to come from, because there's going to be a lot of people reading the book that are going to be in the same situations, but there might be certain things that I missed. In fact, I know the stuff that I missed. There was even one bit towards the end of the book where something major happened. I won't spoil it, and I had to Stacey about it, and I messaged her saying,
don't spoil.
What's going on with this? And then she actually sent me a link to her Dogcraft episode where basically almost the exact same thing had happened inside of Dogcraft, and it was kind of really cool seeing, where the idea of what happened in the book kind of happened inside of
Her
Dogcraft.
inspiration.
So it's not a Minecraft book. It is based on a series which is set in Minecraft, and there are a lot of Minecrafty things. There might be some caves, might be some mine shafts, and just a lot of the items and the food are things from Minecraft. For example, she has a farm in the book, and I think she's growing like pumpkins and carrots and potatoes and a lot of the specific things that you grow inside of Minecraft. And like one bit where she walks past a couple mushrooms, and there's a brown one, and then there is a red one with white spots on. Of course, there are two types of mushrooms. They just happen to be the types of mushrooms that you find inside of Minecraft. So that's basically... Well,
nowadays we have like the nether mushrooms
limited by Minecraft
as well.
Nothing is blocky, and there are a lot of things and items and stuff that you wouldn't find in Minecraft. It's much more based on the stories that happened inside of Dogcraft, rather than being specifically anything to do with Minecraft. So that might be a good or a bad thing for you. I think for me personally it was a good thing, just because it wasn't limited by what Minecraft is, and it's basically just a much more realistic story, I guess, set in the real world. Well, it's kind of set in the real world. It's almost
somewhat realistic,
but it's almost
we'll go with that
magical world, because Stacey's relationship with the wolves isn't like a normal person would have a relationship with the wolves. One, she's living with a bunch of wild
some people do.
The taiga, which is basically kind of like a almost foresty, swampy area, but she communicates with the wolves almost like they're people. So if she talks to them, they understand her. So if I go like, Alex, Alex might look at me, but that's about it. Like, she can't totally understand me.
I don't think it would go that far.
Wolves can read, for example. Some of them can. And,
but I'm pretty sure some people out there own pet wolves.
You go there, and then they all understand her. So it's
I mean, people have pet foxes. I've seen that.
wolves and a bunch of wolves following her. There is a
I want to pet a fox.
she has with the wolves, and there's quite a lot of them. I think there's like 6 or 7 wolves or something. I never really counted how many there were, but
Okay, bye-bye, Alex.
First, open the book. Firstly, there's an amazing map of the tiger, which is really good to get your bearings, and it's kind of nice to go back and look at the map when you're reading the story just to understand. And then there's like
good.
a page kind of talking about all of the characters, and there are a lot of Arctic white wolves, and I was thinking,
dang, that looks cool.
You know them from Dogcraft. Are like they all gonna blend into each other? Do they stand out enough? But almost from the beginning, you immediately understand the personalities of the wolves, and it's not like there's a chapter where she goes in depth and says like, this wolf is like this, and this is the one that's like this, and this is the one that's like this.
And this wolf is right behind Stampy, and his name is Alex.
The actions, the way they react around Stacy, you get to instantly understand the personalities of these wolves, and they don't blend into each other. They all have individual personalities, and even though they're not talking, you could say...
Unlike Stampy's dogs.
I think
in Lovely World.
To react like this, which is really good, because, that can't be a very easy thing to be able to do, and she was able to master that really well, so that was fantastic. One of the other things that I liked about it is there isn't a stereotypical villain. Like a lot of stories, they have the bad person who, is the person...
The main antagonist.
To take over the world or, do damage to the hero. But in this case, there isn't that. And there's a few times where I thought that was going to happen quite early on in the book. Right, 1 second. I'm gonna let my dog out. I think she needs toilet.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
So, yeah, what I was saying, basically, there isn't just the bad person. And there was a part quite early on where there was another group of wolves that were introduced. And I was like, okay, these are going to be the bad wolves. Stacy wolves are the good wolves. These wolves are going to attack her or cause problems for her. And, there are things that these wolves do that do cause problems, but they aren't the bad wolves. There's always just a grey area. And then another place where that kind of happens is the humans. Stacy doesn't really like humans. They're kind of almost destroying her homes in the way that humans do destroy the homes of a lot of animals. But
yeah, it's like the movie Fern Gully.
There are good humans and there are bad humans. There are good wolves and there are bad wolves, and there's a lot of grey area in the middle as well. And that was really good. And
where people are taking down the forest.
Refreshing for me is that she isn't trying to save the world. I read a lot of sci-fi books, I read a lot of fantasy books, and there's always this big, grand, epic adventure, and unless, you're able to do this, then the world is going to be destroyed, and everyone's going to be killed, and it's exciting, and it's dramatic. But when every single story is about that, it gets a bit fatiguing, and the odds just seem lessened just because, they're trying to save the world again, the heroes are eventually going to win, and they're going to defeat the bad guys, and it's more about just the journey, how...
Unless it's Infinity War.
In this story, Stacy isn't trying to save the world. She is kind of quite a small piece of the overall world, I guess. She is just living in this one place. She doesn't roam very far, and basically all she wants is the equilibrium. She wants to stay happily living with her wolves and nothing to change, really. But she loves the tiger, the area that she's in, and that area becomes threatened, and her wolves become threatened. And even though she isn't trying to save the world, she's trying to save her world, and you get just as invested in that.
Her little section of the world.
Earth was about to blow up or something, and so that was really fantastic and just really refreshing for me, just because it's been so different compared to everything else that I've been reading recently, which has been great. One thing that I
kind of check out the book now.
There's a whole load of fantastic artwork. I kind of made a bit of a mistake because we got sent this copy of the book, and Squishy was reading this version.
Squishy!
I was reading the Kindle version, which is where I normally read all of my books. But the problem is, well, it's not really a problem, but one of the things that's great about this book is all of the artwork. Throughout the entire book, there's a whole load of pictures, sometimes a smaller one like this, sometimes, one that fills the entire page. And the artwork is fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. It really does help the story, especially when it's explaining a particular scenario, or even just the area. Stacy might be mentioning certain types of trees, and maybe I don't know exactly what those trees look like, and then suddenly to have a picture pop up.
Like spruce and birch!
It really does, help draw you into the story. And yeah, on the Kindle, of course, the screen was quite small, and so I feel like I lost out a little bit there.
Hi, Alex.
Okay, sorry, I just let Alex...
Jump cut.
She was barking to get in. I feel like like this is all very appropriate, seeing as the book is all about wolves and a dog as well. So the dog barking and playing up in the background. I feel Stacey would like that at least. Anyway,
I wonder if Stacey is watching this video.
The artwork is absolutely fantastic. There's
Or
even like some pictures that
when it was originally released.
Stacey that I would want to poster on my wall because they are absolutely incredible. Yeah, and I really think they do help the story. They are all in black and white. I don't believe there is a version to have them in colour, but I think that would be fantastic. And the reason they're in black and white is because it would be way more expensive to have them in colour. It keeps the price of the book down, which is good. But if the artwork was done in colour, it would be great to have like a kind of like a special edition or something. I think would be great for birthdays, and I just kind of want to see, you know, what all of the
Wild Rescuer Special Edition,
like the front page, what they would look like. But maybe they were already originally done in black and white anyway, so maybe those don't even exist. But yeah, there's another great thing.
I mean, it's a possibility.
There is going to be a second one coming. I think at the moment there's basically confirmed to be 2 books. Who knows whether they're going to go and carry on. So the first book does end at a little bit of a cliffhanger. It's not like the book just suddenly ends or anything, but everything isn't completely summed up. You know, there is a nice conclusion to the book, but you can definitely see that it's kind of, you know, there's some questions that are left unanswered. There's some things that are set up to be, you know, a big problem from Stacey that aren't all resolved in this book. So if you are going to get this one, you know, definitely be prepared to have the next one as well, because
I am intrigued.
The story is going to kind of directly continue. But you know, the fact that Stacey, you know, I know she has written in the past and stuff, but you know, she's primarily a YouTuber. You know, she's done a whole lot of other things, but you know, she's not, you know, her first job isn't as an author. You know, the writing is really good.
But I mean, it's a pretty good job to have.
Never, you know, sometimes when the people write a story, I don't know, like they try and make themselves sound fancy, or you know, they will kind of jump around, you know, in the story a little bit more than maybe they should, and it kind of hurts the story. You know, this is extremely easy to read, so maybe you're someone that doesn't read regularly, but you're a big fan of Stacey's videos or of Minecraft, or you know, you'd just like to get into stories. This would be a fantastic...
That would be a good story to get into, though.
To start for that. But, you know, someone that reads books regularly, like me, you know, I was really enjoying it and kind of just went straight through the entire book and read it really fast just because I wanted to find out what happened next. So, yeah, really fantastic job. So, well done, Stacey, if you end up watching this. And yeah,
round of applause, Stacey. Round of applause.
Wild Rescuers, Guardians...
Even though this is an old video.
I think it's pretty much available anywhere that you'll be able to get a book from. Even if it's not kind of available in shops, you'll be able to get it online or in the ebook version. So yeah,
I wonder if it's on Amazon.
Looking forward to the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you all later. Bye!
Goodbye, Stappy, and goodbye, Alex. Yeah, that might be a pretty good book to check out. I'll see if... I'll have to check if they have it on Amazon, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get the physical version or the Kindle version. I'll think about it, because that might be a good book to read. And I need to get into books more. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, as I had fun reacting to this episode. In the next episode will be another episode of Let's Talk. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the video. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. And as always, stay awesome and Nissa Raponi.